Hey there, Pipers. Still drinking. This is take 3 of this video. I tried to do it outside, but it was a bit too windy or technical difficulties, so let's see if just come back to the old reliable spot where you guys can hear me and decent lighting. So this is going to be my top 10 for 2013. Now, some guys was saying that they didn't want anything in their top 10 that wasn't easily accessible, but unfortunately I wouldn't have 10 because a lot of the blends that I've been discovering are blends that could be difficult to find, but I just can't help it, they're just delicious. So starting off with number 10 is Old Ironsides. It's a Latakia Bomb. It's a Latakia Lover's Dream. It's by Dan's Tobacco. It can be one of those blends that is difficult to find, but if you can get your hands on some of that, I'd definitely recommend it. Number 9, McClelland's 2011 Christmas Cheer. And the reason I say 2011 is because the blend changes from year to year. I was just lucky enough to get a couple of 100-gram tins of their 2011 blend. And the reason that one is in my top 10 list is because that's the first Virginia tobacco that had turned me on to non-aromatics. I was a dedicated aromatic smoker until I hit that blend, and then it just opened my eyes to a whole new world of non-aromatics. Number 8, we have Davidoff Flake Medallions. In my opinion, they're a lot sweeter and a bit more flavorful than Peter Stokkebye's Bullseye Flake. They look exactly the same, but to me it's a little bit of a more matured Virginia taste, something I enjoy thoroughly. Number 7, Full Virginia Flake. Cannot go wrong with that FVF in your pipe. Just tastes delicious. Number 6 for me would be Samuel Gowett's St. James Flake. Again, another Virginia-based tobacco that is just fantastic. Number 5 would be Mississippi River. That one has the best of both worlds in my opinion, both the sweet Virginias and the smoky Latakia. And I think they also have a hint of Perique in there. For me, that is just a delicious everyday smoke, very pleasing to the palate. Number 4 is Germain's Special Latakia Flake, and I actually have that one here. Talk about a smooth Latakia blend. Like I'm not too sure if there are Virginias in there, and it's a different type of sweetness. That has got to be the best tasting Latakia blend I have ever tasted. Germain's Special Latakia Flake, I can't explain. That's another one that's very hard to come by, but if you can get your hands on it, even a little bit of it, it's just a mellow, it's not too bold, smoky, but it also has a sweetness, and it's not a Virginia sweetness. It's kind of something new. I can't put my finger on it. Just another excellent, excellent blend. Number 4 is Germain's Medium Flake. Now that one I believe is just pure Virginias, and that just has every delicious Virginia note you can think of. It's citrusy, it's sweet, it's grassy, but not overly so. Just, I think, the quintessential, very complex Virginia. Number 2, Esoterica's Dorchester. Now that blend I like to call Stonehaven's younger brother. It has that plummy fig note to it, with that nice Virginia sweetness, not very grassy, just more of the plummy figgy taste to it, and a little peppery. But the only problem with Dorchester is about 4 or 5 bowls of it. No matter how slow I smoke it, my tongue is just ready to tap out. And that's why it's not in my number 1 spot, because the one in my number 1 spot I can smoke all day, every day, and have no problem with tongue bite. But it is still just a very delicious blend. And number 1 on my list, Stonehaven by Esoterica. Another blend that's been kind of popping up a lot lately, but can be difficult to come by. Now, Stonehaven comes a little moist, so you do have to let it dry out a little, but usually I'm too impatient for that, so I don't mind the relights. That is just a delicious Virginia blend that's just so sweet. Like, I have a bit of a sweet tooth, and that just helps me curb that craving. To me, it just starts off sweet and plummy and is just an all-day smoke. That being said, none of these blends, none of them are worth the scalping prices that you see on eBay or anywhere. None of these blends are worth $100, $80, all that craziness. It's just pipe tobacco. So I'm not trying to build up that hype or trying to make people, go crazy over it, spending ridiculous amounts of money for it. It's definitely not that good, but for me, it is delicious. And for me, it's worth kind of looking for and waiting for. But yeah, that's my top 10 for 2013. I hope you guys are staying warm, and I hope you guys have a good day. Remember, stay smoky, my friends.